everybody, and welcome to SPEAKUp Events, Florentina and Friends Storytime. I am Julie Schindler, your host, and today we have some fun special surprises for Florentina, and we get to celebrate Granny Mac's birthday. And Miss Granny Mac is here with us all the way from New Zealand. So let's give her a big hi in the comments. Please let us know where you are watching Florentina and Friends from. Today we have a great story about Grandpa's slippers, and we have some fun interactive ways to get Florentina giggling and laughing. We here at SPEAKUp Events joined Florentina Footsteps her fight for neuroblastoma back in October. Florentina is raising 250,000 British pounds for the bivalent vaccine that's only available here in New York. We want to thank each and every heart that has joined Florentina's Rainbow. You have helped us to raise over 160,000 British pounds towards our goal of 250,000 pounds. We cannot do it without you, and we want to thank each and every heart that has taken the time to donate to Florentina's fight. She is our brave little warrior, and we are so appreciative of everyone who has joined our rainbow. I want to introduce you to Florentina, the reason why we are here. Hello, Miss Flo. Look at those smiles. How are you, sweetheart? How has your week been? Have you had some fun? Yeah, played with sister? Yeah? Well, yesterday, do you remember the girls that came to read the bedtime stories during Christmas? My nieces, Jade and Grace? Well, yesterday they came over and they helped me create a splash paint studio. Do you know how to splash paint? It's when you take paint and you just throw it at the wall, and then you get to paint on whatever it is. And there's tons of different colors. But yesterday, the girls made you a painting. We did a splash painting for Florentina.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you to the girls.
And what happens now is we get to peel off and see what color happens behind it. Do you want to help me peel it off? Let's see. We'll start right over here with Flo. So right now there's a whole bunch of splash and paint covering your name. And we are gonna, easier said than done. So when we pull off the lettering, let's see what happens. It's spelling your name. Should we do the next one? An L? Let's see. There's an L. And so we are going to send this to you because if the painting isn't complete yet, we're going to need your help. Can you help us? So we're going to send this to you. I will take off the top level, and I'm going to leave the bottom level for you to take off. And then right in the middle, there's a blue piece of tape. And when we take this off, you will see all the colors that the girls splattered for you.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Julie. What a lovely idea. How beautiful is that?
And then when you get it, you have some paint that's going to come in your box. And so you get to paint in all of the white areas. Have you fun?
Yeah. You love painting, don't you? Oh, that's going to be beautiful. How lovely. Thank you. Thank you to the girls as well for doing it.
Oh, I will be sure to tell them. And then the other thing that's going to be coming in a little gift for you is a little birdie told me that the strips that are for your feeding tube, that they are kind of hard to find. And sometimes it's fun to put little characters on them. So it took a while for them to get here, but we have unicorns,
Wow.
and we have, is that a llama? And rainbows, and there's deers with princesses on it.
Oh,
These are going to be in your
Florentina.
box as well.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, thank you. That's really kind. To be honest, she normally just has teddy bear ones on, like rubbishy hospital ones, which always fall off, don't they? And then we got this. What's on your cheek now? Sleeping on the other side. Sleeping Beauty, I think it is. But it's really been sticky, that one. So we haven't had to change it for a long time. But now next week we're going to change it, aren't we? So hopefully they will come in time ready for us to change with the nurse. That'll be good, wouldn't it?
Well, Grandma Donna was telling us about your when you do your changes. And so here are also some other fun strips that will also help for your bandages as well.
Wow, thank you.
A little birdie told me that they were running low in the UK on the gastric strips. And so we had found them here in the US, and it took a couple months to get them, but they just arrived.
Really? Wow. Thank you. Yeah, I've never been able to get hold of them. So the one that she's got now, someone gave us at the hospital, didn't we, when we were in? But yeah, they're like gold dust, I think.
That's what I heard. And in the UK, there was like a 3-month wait, back wait and mail order on them. So
really?
we were excited that a few of our hearts were able to find a couple to send to her.
Wow, thank you. What do you say, Florentina? Thank you.
So, Flo, can you help me with something? Today is this week is Granny Mac's birthday. Do you think you can help me sing happy birthday to Granny Mac?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's bring up Miss Granny Mac, and we can sing happy birthday to her.
Hi, Flo. How are you, darling?
Say happy birthday.
Thank you. It's so good to see you. How are you?
You good?
Are you good? Yeah.
Granny, we would like to sing you a happy birthday. Can you put on your birthday smile for us?
I sure can. Thank you.
Okay, Flo, are you ready? We'll get some friends here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Granny Mac. Happy birthday to you. Can you say happy birthday to Granny Mac?
Happy birthday. Quickly. Happy birthday. So shy.
It's all right, love. You'll think about it. That'll be fine. Thank you so much, Julie. That's really kind. I love seeing you farmyard friends too. I haven't seen the hand puppets.
They are sitting right here on a little tray of friends. We have Cecil is here as well, and we have a Minnie Mouse and a couple of bears.
Do you have a Cecil there?
We do have a Cecil. It's Cecil's friend.
Oh my goodness, would you look at that? That's Lambo.
And Lambo is on your field too, right?
I do, look. There's Cecil.
It's cute.
And Granny Mac has a special story today about Grandpa's slippers.
I do.
Is your grandpa's name Joe? You have a Grandpa Joe?
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah.
Nonna? Yeah.
Nonna.
Yeah, we have a Nonna Donna, and a Nonno Joe, don't we?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a story about Grandpa's slippers, and it's written by Joy Wilson and illustrated by Wendy Hodder. Grandpa's slippers. On Monday, Grandma looked at Grandpa's old slippers. "You need new slippers," she said. "Those are going to fall to bits." "Nonsense," said Grandpa. "My slippers are fine." "But they have holes in their soles," said Grandma. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them. Look at the soles on his slippers." Nevertheless, Grandma bought him a new pair of slippers that day, and Grandpa refused to wear them. On Tuesday, Grandpa was cleaning out the cupboard under the stairs when he came upon his old slippers hidden away in the darkest corner. "You leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't you try and hide them." "Well, they should be hidden," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles and the stitching has come undone." Grandpa's not very happy. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." And he's happy he's found his slippers. On Wednesday, Grandpa was just in time to see Grandma handing his old slippers to a person collecting used clothing. Uh-oh. "Hey, leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't you try and give them away." "Well, they should be given away," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles, the stitching has come undone, and all the fluff has worn off." "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Thursday, Grandpa went to check if the rubbish bag had been put out, and there, right on the top, were his old slippers. Oh, dear. "Oh, do leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't try to throw them away." "Well, they should be thrown away," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles, the stitching has come undone, and all the fluff has worn off. I can see your toes." "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Friday, Grandpa took some potato peelings out to the compost heap, and there, not quite covered by a cabbage leaf, were his old slippers. Can you see them, Florentina? Can you see them? Hiding. What else is under there? You see the worms in there? No? Okay. "Oh, please leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't try to bury them in the compost heap." "Oh, they should be buried," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles, the stitching has come undone, and all the fluff has come off. I can see your toes. They're so tatty." "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Saturday, Grandpa was just about to set fire to a pile of leaves in the garden when a sudden gust of wind revealed. What does he see? What's this right at the top? What's that?
Slippers.
That's his slippers. "Oh, no," said Grandpa, and he told Grandma, "Once and for all, will you please leave my old slippers alone? Don't try to burn them." "Very well, but they should be burned," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They're full of holes. Their holes have... They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles. The stitching has come undone. All the fluff has worn off. And I can see your toes. They're so tatty. And they look very uncomfortable." "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Sunday morning, Grandpa got out of bed and was about to put on his old slippers when... What happened? They fell to bits in his hands. Oh dear. And he had to wear his new slippers instead. They had whole soles, strong stitching, warm fluff covering his toes, and they looked neat and natty. Grandpa was surprised to find that they were actually very comfortable indeed. He was so pleased, and so was Grandma. On Monday, Grandma looked at Grandpa's old grey cardigan. "You need a new cardigan," she said. And that's a story for next week. The story about Grandpa's cardigan. We've got lots of lovely comments here from people. Who have we got? Oh, happy birthday. Thank you, Lindsay. Donna sends love, and Lindsay says, "Hi, Florentina. I'm watching all the way from Egypt tonight."
Wow.
That's a long way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So good to have you with us all the way from Egypt. Absolutely. So glad you could come.
Florentina, Granny Mac and I were talking about one of her favorite foods that she really likes, and that is Vegemite.
No,
Oh, Marmite. Have you tried Marmite? We were wondering. It's kind of you either love it or you hate it.
She hates it.
Have you tried Vegemite? Some people say it's a bit nicer than Marmite, but there's the Australians like Vegemite and the Kiwis like Marmite.
So if you are joining us in the comments, let us know if you have tried Marmite before or Vegemite, and what is your opinion on it? I've never tried it here in the US, so it is definitely something I'm going to put on my palate to try this year. And so,
Lindsay or Donna, have you tried Vegemite or Marmite? Just looking to see. Oh, Lindsay has tried Marmite and she says it's a definite no for me. It's something you either love or hate. And Donna says, not keen.
And Amelia, are you a yay or nay on it?
Definitely no. No for me. No.
No for me.
No for you.
No.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for Florentina and Friends Story Time with Miss Flo herself. You have good energy tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
Aww. For being here, and we are excited to be able to celebrate your birthday. So you have been a part of Florentina and Friends since November, since our very first show, where we needed to raise the vibrations for a little girl who's fighting neuroblastoma cancer. And you came to join our rainbow, and you have been with us since the very beginning.
Look, it's just one of my favorite things to do is to read stories, and to have someone, like Florentina who just loves the stories, just having small people around to read stories to. It's an absolute delight and joy to be able to do that. So thank you for inviting me. It's such a privilege and an honor, and I count it. Yeah, it's a great joy to get up early and to be able to read her a nighttime story.
Well, we have also invited some of your friends and our friends from the Rainbow and also from our warrior women to come join us today. So if you have a couple minutes, we would love to have you stick around. I've added the studio link in our comments. So anyone who would like to come say happy birthday to Miss Granny Mac, you can click on the link that's in her comments and join us right here, right now, live with Granny Mac to wish her a happy birthday.
Oh, that is amazing. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that.
And you got to celebrate yesterday. You're wearing a beautiful scarf that your husband...
I am. My sweet man bought this for me, and if I take it off, it has this beautiful blue on this side and a beautiful pink on this side and lots of flowers, because you know me, I love my garden.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And you got to talk to friends and family yesterday.
Yes, it was lovely. Yep. Absolutely.
And in New Zealand, what is the weather for you right now?
Oh, finally, we've got some rain, which we're really grateful for. We've had the last 3 days have been 30 degrees Celsius, so that's about 90-ish, 90, slightly higher than 90, I think. So yeah, it's been very hot and it's been very still, so we haven't had barely a breeze blowing. And we don't have air conditioning, unlike you probably do in the States, but we don't have air conditioning. It's just a matter of leaving the back doors open and the windows and then keeping all the curtains closed to keep the heat out of the house. So
you open it up in the morning and you close it when the sun rises. Oh, definitely know that. Yeah.
Very much so.
It rains a lot, and it's about 30% who have air conditioning. So this summer it got up over 100 degrees for us for over 3 weeks. And there were a lot of us that were struggling without that AC.
Mm.
Well, I'm just going to pop for a second. Miss Granny Mac, I really appreciate you being here and joining us for our story time today. It looks like a few of our friends are held up, but I really want to wish you the best birthday week and really thank you. You are the biggest heart behind Florentina and Friends Story Time, and you coming every single week to read stories to Florentina. The giggles and the smiles, I could not do this without you. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. And it's, really humbled to be here. Really honored. Such a privilege. Thank you.
We have so much in store too. So much is coming up for us this year. So please keep in touch with Granny Mac. You can find her on her website, missgrannymac.co.nz. We have Cecil, who Gets a Haircut, is her published book, and she has a few books in the works. We have Roxy's Best Day Ever. And what else has been coming for you this year?
Well, we also have this Papa Mac has got some stories of things that have a wee bit like Grandpa's slippers. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with those. And we're currently looking to, there's a lot of connection with people in the States, and there's a lot of people in the UK, and just so blessed and honored to be connecting with people all over the world. I'm also connecting with the blind community and reading for them as well, which is amazing. And they say they like the way that I describe things because it gives them a full picture of what things are. And I still do silly things like say, can you see my pictures changed? And then realize I'm talking to the blind. And they just laugh at me and they say, yeah, about that. I was like, oh, flip, sorry. So yeah, there's a few adventures. There's a few adventures happening, and one, there is a big one in the line, but we'll wait until we're a little more certain of it before we release any information about that.
So we have some upcoming news coming in. We have Papa Mac, who has stories. I cannot wait to hear those. And we are excited to see what you have going on. And if you'd like to get and be a part of Granny Mac, she goes live on Clubhouse multiple times a week. Can you tell us a little bit about your Clubhouse rooms so our followers can follow Miss Granny Mac?
So I'm just going to flip over to Clubhouse here at the moment. And so my online business is I'm a courageous conversations coach, and I'm empowering educators to reach hearts in lockdown. So whatever that might look like, whether it is the lockdown to COVID, or whether it's because they've had a hard time about something and they find it very difficult to talk about, or they find it very challenging, or perhaps they just don't even have the language.
Looks like we are losing some airtime with Miss Granny Mac. I know that her Cecil is going to be a part of her journey as she really reaches a lot of lost souls and really shows you what your worth is. We are so honored to have Granny Mac as part of our Florentina and Friends Storytime, our Rainbow of Hearts, and she is linking hearts around the world. So please continue to follow Miss Granny Mac, and you will see her on our story times every Tuesday, which is Wednesday in New Zealand. So she's the future of us. We get to see a little bit of the future of what's going on in our world through Miss Granny Mac, because she lives a day ahead of us. SPEAKUp Events is here to support Florentina and Friends through Florentina's Footsteps through her frontline treatments and beyond. What makes Florentina's Just Giving Fund so special and it's unique versus other funds that you might have been involved in? Florentina's fund is just to raise enough money for the bivalent vaccine, the only one in the world, and it's here in the US. So the money that's being raised, this 250,000 British pounds, is solely going for that treatment. That is not including the daily care, wear and tear that's happening with Florentina's family. As you heard through Donna's story about Florentina's fight that has been shared on our neuroblastoma stories on SPEAKUp Events, you heard a little bit about what the family has done to pull together to support Florentina through this. Florentina's parents, Kevin and Amelia, have done all of this alone, and they are looking for our help in just raising the funds for this bivalent vaccine. They're not asking for anything more than that. And we know how much goes in to caring for a child with cancer. This Just Giving Fund that each and every one of you have helped us to raise, we are at 64% to our total give. Our total give of 250,000 British pounds is the bare minimum needed for Florentina to come here to New York to receive the bivalent vaccine. It'll be a series of 7 trips to New York that this money is going to be helping support Florentina's family through. So if you're looking for ways to give, this is a way, just the bare basics minimum to save Florentina's life. That is all this family is asking for. And here at SPEAKUp Events, we are going to be here to fundraise, to get involved. If you are a sponsor who would like to sponsor Florentina and Friends and other ways to push funds into Florentina's Just Giving fight, we are here to support you. If you have ideas of how we can grow, we're here to listen. We want to get Florentina to New York and secure these £250,000 for her. Any additional money that has been donated will be used to help other children who are fighting neuroblastoma cancer in the UK. There are currently over 100 children who are diagnosed every year in the UK with neuroblastoma cancer. 50% of those children are like Florentina. They are stage 4, highly aggressive neuroblastoma cancer. And the only treatment currently available in the world is the bivalent vaccine. That is what we are raising the funds for. So we thank you to everyone who has helped us raise over £8,000 in just 24 hours. I have goosebumps and my heart is so full for the help that you are giving our sweet Florentina. Thank you for standing with Florentina, and thank you for supporting our brave little girl while she fights neuroblastoma cancer. You will see us here every Tuesday and Thursday night when authors around the world come to read bedtime stories to Florentina and her friends. You don't want to miss out on the giggles and the smiles, so please like our SpeakUp page and invite your friends and family to join Florentina's brave fight. We will see you back here again on Thursday, where we will also be launching our second neuroblastoma story. So you'll want to stay around after our story time with Florentina and friends to watch our neuroblastoma stories that will be, again, starting. Our second story will be airing this week. Thank you again. I'm sending you so much love and light to your day. Thank you for supporting Florentina, and we will see you on Thursday.